Greetings, YouTube! I am technically live, though if you clicked on this video, the live stream would have just ended. The last thing I promised my subscribers I would do is grade the best and worst values in the new Glory Store, which I like to do, when the Glory Store refreshes maybe once or twice a year. The problem is, I just went to the Glory Store, and my Glory Store, without refreshing the game, only showed skill class catalyst fragments, which is, shall we say, far from ideal. So if you go to the Glory Store and you too only see that, I would encourage you to actually refresh the game as I am doing now. And it's really exciting because we have all this Glory Store hype in the chat. So many people are pumped. I feel like this year has just flown by, especially compared to 2020. It feels like just yesterday I was saying hoard your glory until April 10th, and so many people were saying, Prof, I can't hoard my glory until April 10th. That's like 2 weeks away. Well, you blink, and what do you know? It's April 10th. And with that, now when we go to the Glory Store, hey, what do you know? It's refreshed, and what a beautiful sight for sore eyes. I never in my wildest, and I guess I shouldn't say wildest dreams, if I'm having wild dreams, I'm not dreaming about the Glory Store, but never in my wildest dreams have I thought that we would see this. This blows my freaking mind. Half of a tier 2 alpha per purchase. So we're gonna wait for that. Now, I have to say this, of course. My account is Thronebreaker, so a lot of you watching this, your values are going to be different. You're not going to have 18,000 tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments or 6,750 tier 5 basic for your glory. But we're actually going to talk about this from the perspective of Thronebreakers and then go from there. So the skill, 50 glory for 3,600. If you're starting out, especially need tier 4 class catalyst fragments, you could do a lot worse because it's technically a selector. But I just hate that there's a 1 of 1 purchase limit. If I was Kabam, I would make this a purchase limit of 10 because 36,000 tier 4 class catalyst fragments are what you need to take up a tier 4 CC, and they could make a lot of glory out of it because they would jack up that price. So, anyhow, we are really enjoying that fact. So I would say skip this. Now, I still don't think that this is really worth it for most summoners because it's 1,500 glory and it's a gamble. If this was a selector, it would be a no-brainer for so many Thronebreaker players. But unfortunately, it is a class catalyst fragment crystal. I do think that with the improvement of the price, if you have tier 5 basic and tier 2 alpha that are set to go into overflow, and you don't want them to do that because you don't have anybody to rank them up, I would hoard your glory until you find a champion, until you open a champion that you really want to rank up, and I would just buy this every week of Alliance Quest. I've done that strategy. But if you need tier 5 basic and if you need tier 2 alpha, those should come first with your glory before you purchase this because it's a fragment crystal. Again, if it was a 5% tier 5 class catalyst fragment selector, this thing would be an A value. But instead, I would mainly advise that people get it who already have tier 5 basic and tier 2 alpha catalyst maxed out, and then they know that they're going to go into their overflow if they purchase them. With that being said, we're going to assume that you need tier 5 basic. It is now possible for 5,000 glory to get over 2/3 of a tier 5 basic catalyst. 2/3 if you're Thronebreaker. That's crazy. That is literally crazy. I remember when we could get like 4,500 tier 5 basic catalyst fragments when they first came out from the unit store, not for glory or for units, and Kabam charged $100 cash. Now for 5,000 glory, you can get 2/3 of one. But the thing that I am most excited about is the tier 2 alpha catalyst fragment bump, the buff. Because for just 625 glory now, you can purchase a fully formed Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst. That is crazy. That is really, really crazy. Now, I would say to most summoners that are Throne Breakers, I would not spend more than 6 of these, or 2,175 glory at a time. I have found, because it takes 4 Tier 2 Alpha to take a 5-star to rank 4, or 6 Tier 2 Alpha to take a 5-star to rank 5, and if you do a 5-star rank up from rank 3 to rank 5, that's 10 Tier 2 Alpha. I have found it's harder for me to keep up my Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst count often than my Tier 5 Basic. And so if that is the case for you, and you don't need Tier 5 Basic, but you need Tier 2 Alpha, I'd buy 2,175 of these, and then I'd buy 1,500 glory worth of these. And that's how I would spend about 4,000 glory. So, that is how I'd break that down. If you don't need Tier 5 Basic, but you need Tier 2 Alpha, and you've got about 5,000 glory to spend. I think the Tier 4 Basic Catalyst, especially at the start of 200 glory, is still way too expensive. If you consider that it's only 100 more glory to get half of a Tier 2 Alpha now for Throne Breakers than a fully formed Tier 4 Basic, that seems crazy to me. Tier 3 Catalyst, if you have access to the Black ISO store, are going to be much easier and better for your glory than purchasing them here. And of course, the same is true for Tier 2 Catalysts as well. And Tier 1 certainly. The Level 1 Alliance Team Revive still remains a popular purchase for quite a few summoners. When it comes to Tier 1 Alpha, which occasionally I also will need, you can say I'm down to 10. I actually like to purchase 5 of those because that's how many it usually takes a 5-star upper rank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase 5 Tier 1 Alpha right now. And then what we're going to do, because I fall under a very unique category where when I go to my catalysts, I have my Tier 5 Basic Catalyst almost at maxed. And for Tier 2 Alpha, I have all of those at max. So I'm going to hold off because I don't have anybody in my inventory right now that I want to take to rank 4 or rank 5 as 5 stars or 6 stars. I'm going to hold off on purchasing those. And what I'm going to do is what I said I would do if that fit my inventory. I am going to go back to the glory store and I am going to purchase 1,500 glory worth of a Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment Crystal. So, bada bing, bada boom. And we are going to end this video by opening that crystal and seeing if we get any class that we need. Now keep in mind, if I needed Tier 5 Basic and Tier 2 Alpha and they weren't maxed out or almost maxed out in my inventory, I would not buy this before I would buy those other 2 items in the Glory store. But fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, that is where I'm at. And so I'm still going to keep most of my Glory hoarded until I need to buy those items. And we are going to see if anybody can guess who I land on. Also, shout out to CAC, who had $1.37 or a 1 pound. Holla! Whenever you're doing Across the Pond stream and somebody across the pond donates, it's always kind of amazing because it's like the opposite of Canadian currency. It goes much further when you compare it to dollars. So we are going to end this on this. And what do you know? We land on the same class that was going around the entire time. It was a Cosmic. And did I need Cosmic? I'm almost halfway. That's fine. We had a lot of people guess skill. That's interesting. Well, YouTube, we're almost at 10 minutes, and we don't like our videos to be at 10 minutes because that's double or triple ads, depending on how YouTube does it now. So we're going to end it here. And thank everybody who watched this live. I'm about to post this on YouTube now. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching, and thanks again to everybody who came around the Across the Pond stream. We always love doing those because we get to say hello to a lot of you who are normally asleep when we go to bed, or when you go to bed, we're still streaming. Take care, everybody.